see it today. You've been looking forward to it for maybe 8-9 months. How excited are you to be cleared? Butterflies, what's going through your mind?
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think even in the healthy times, I think you're always nervous when you're getting ready to play a game, and I think it's no different. I think right now I'm expected to be back, but we'll see how tomorrow goes and in the morning and go from there.
You really worked hard these last 2 practices. It looks to me like you stepped up on the physical side of it. Eddie, is that true? And how do you feel after these 2 practices?
Well, I feel good. I mean, it's one thing, to move around there pretty good. I think, getting involved physically is one of the areas where you really wanted to, see where you're at. And I think the last, handful of practices kind of gave me a little bit of a measuring stick on where that is. And I think each and every day I've kind of involved myself a little bit more to really gauge it. And, it's been good.
You told us why in the past. Can you just repeat why you went through this, Eddie? I mean, everybody knows you have a great career. It's not money, and just why you still trying to come back if it's a serious operation.
Well, when you love doing something and you still want to continue to do it, I think for me it's no different. I think my passion for the game is still at a high. I enjoy coming to the rink. I enjoy the competitive side of it, and I enjoy the guys. I think when you get to the latter part of your career, you start, thinking about, those moments. And I'm ready. I love what I do, and I'm gonna have a lot of people questioning what's going on and what I'm doing, and but it's a decision only I can make, and I've decided right from the get-go that I'm gonna do my best to put myself in the best position to succeed, and we'll go from there.
Were there ever any doubts in your mind going through this whole process?
No, I remained positive throughout the whole thing.
How long from when this first started bothering you, what was the duration until this point as far as this problem plaguing you?
Well, it's not something that's really ever kept me out of playing. I think obviously my first year back here I started developing a little bit of soreness, and the lockout didn't help much. Being off for a while and not being in that regular routine of skating every day, but that's all. It's called in the past. I think it is what it is, and it's something that I had no option to do other than get it fixed. And so we're here today feeling good. And
I spoke to that doctor. He doesn't do what operation you had, but he said he'd never recommend someone to play ice hockey again. Did your doctor recommend against this comeback?
Well, I have, for a doctor that's, doesn't practice resurfacing, I don't think he has the right to really comment on it. He doesn't know the whole, all the, the research and stuff behind it. Obviously, there's not much data behind this, and, but I have the full support of my doctors and Dr. P.Su in New York, who's very, confident that my hip, my bone is stronger than it ever was, and I'm going to go on that. I don't have a crystal ball on saying what's going to happen. But I know if I've been positive throughout this, and I give myself keep being positive, that's all I can ask for. But I don't have a crystal ball.
And the risk is not as great. I understand because you just had the resurfacing. If something does go wrong, you could get it fixed again with the replacement, and you'd be 100% normal as a human, as a regular guy, not hockey. Right?
I haven't Harvey, to tell you the truth, I haven't thought in those areas because I've tried to remain positive throughout this and not look at any what ifs. I'll deal with the what ifs if it ever does happen.
So then you'll be able to play without any hesitation whenever the first hip check situation comes in?
Well, the hip check's a lost art in this game anymore. You rarely see it. So, but getting bumped against the boards, yeah, for sure. I'll be hesitant a little bit, and I've shared that with the coach, I mean, there's going to be hesitation. I haven't played in a